All right, y'all, good morning. After some good coffee and some good breakfast, it's time to get the day going, get our projects going on. First thing we got going on here is the crock pot. The house has been smelling great for 2 days straight because inside this crock pot here, I've got a batch of bone broth that's been going for about 48 hours now. All it is beef soup bones, onion, garlic, celery, carrots, and some peppercorns and water. That's it. Nice and organic, nice and clean, really good for you. So we need to get this strained out, get it inside some jars, and get it canned up this morning. So that's what we're about to do. All right, we got all the veggies strained out. We're gonna set that aside, let it drain out for a little bit, and then we're gonna start getting these in jars. The canner's already heating up because I got a hot liquid here. I've already sanitized my jars, and they're sitting over here with hot water in them to keep them warm. We're gonna put this liquid inside of these jars, get it in this canner, and get it canned up. Now the easiest way I found to do this is I got my canning funnel. I got this really small wire mesh strainer and a measuring cup. And so I'll just put the funnel on here with the strainer, scoop up the liquid, dump it through the strainer into the jar. You want 1 inch headspace is right to the top of the shoulder right here. Now I got some white vinegar in a little container here, paper towel. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the rim. There's a lot of fat that's in this bone broth, a lot of collagen, really good stuff for you, but not good for the rim of the jar because it'll make the seal fail. So we'll just dab this, wipe it off, get the rings and lids on, get them in the canner. Alright, gotta let that vent out for 10 minutes. While that's venting out, I'm gonna get this stuff cleaned up. So our 10 minutes is up for the venting. Now we gotta add the weight on top of the canner. So we gotta let this thing get up to pressure, let it run for 25 minutes. Alright, timer just went off, 25 minutes is up. Next thing we gotta do, turn the heat off and wait. Just leave it alone. Don't touch it, don't take the weight off, don't try to open it, don't do anything. Let the pressure come down by itself. If you open it too early, the mixing of the really hot air in there and the cooler air inside of your house will cause the jars to do what's called siphoning, or they can explode, but they will push out all the liquid and you'll lose half of your stock. So turn the heat off and just leave it be. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go put some regular clothes on. We're gonna get outside and do a couple projects outdoors while this is coming down on its own. All right, got my clothes changed, and then we got the leftover scraps from the bone broth. We're gonna go out here and let these chickens out and give them these. Good morning. Beep, beep. All right, chickens are out, fed, happy. Now I'm gonna go put this back in the house and we'll get to these projects out here. All right, so my life partner Maggie and her best friend Rosie are on a road trip right now. Rosie just recently retired from the Navy, and they're on a road trip right now She separated from the West Coast and they're driving cross country and making all the stops and things. But I had a bunch of projects that I needed to do while they were gone, and life just kind of gets in the way and everything, and I'm still a full-time student and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't get them all done. But there is one project that I do need to finish today. This black walnut tree right here is going down this afternoon, but that one actually gonna have to wait because there's one down here on the driveway that is gonna be a nuisance at some point because it's starting to lean over the power line here. It's not a very big tree. If it comes down, it'll cause us some problems, and we're not trying to cause any problems. So see if I can locate where it's at. There she is, right there. That one. It's leaning over the power line. We're gonna get that thing cut down and cut up today. Probably gonna cut that one up first, and then we'll drop the other tree. I don't know if I'm gonna get the other tree cut up today or not. I do have an electric chainsaw, and the batteries, they last quite a while, but there's gonna be some hard cutting. Both of these are black walnuts, so they're a really hard tree. We'll get this one cut down and get it cut up, though I don't need it blocking the driveway, so it'll be the first candidate to get taken care of, and then we'll go drop that other one. All right, y'all, real talk time here. Legal disclaimer, I'm not a professional. This is the way I do it. Don't follow my lead as an how-to video. That is not what this is. This is just what I do here on my homestead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, since that tree is leaning the way I don't want it to, anytime I have a tree that's leaning and I want it to fall the other direction, you use a little bit of a mechanical advantage. And my mechanical advantage today is gonna be 2 tow straps and a come-along winch. I'm gonna wrap one tow strap around the tree I'm trying to take down, and I'm gonna take the other one up the driveway and wrap it around a different tree up there. Use the come-along, winch it back, cut some, winch it, cut some, until it falls the direction I want it to. This one's leaning pretty good, so we'll see if it actually goes the way I want it to. As long as it doesn't hit the power line, yeah, as long as it doesn't hit the power line, there's nothing else around here that it's gonna damage. That's the only thing I'm worried about is the power line. So if it falls that way, this way, it doesn't matter as long as it doesn't come towards us. So I'm gonna get this going. All right, here we go, bachelor number 2. That's how you do it. Next step, now that Big Bertha's down here, I'm gonna start delimbing it off of this side, just because I need this to drive up and down with the lawnmower. So I'm gonna start cutting everything on this side. We're probably not gonna get this thing chunked up all the way today, but we should be able to get a big portion of it done. All right, y'all, I think you get the idea of what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting limbs off this tree, and I'm gonna take it up and put it on that same pile that I was putting those other ones on. I got a couple piles up there that I can spread load this if I need to, but my batteries are almost dead in the chainsaw, so it's gonna be a good stop point here pretty soon. I'm gonna probably come out here and get this stuff all picked up, loaded up in the lawnmower and run up the hill. But first, let's go take a look at the bone broth. All right, looks like our bone broth is ready here. We're gonna go ahead and pop the top on this thing and pull these out. Now what you wanna do is you wanna take them out and set them on the towel somewhere and leave them still for 24 hours. Don't even mess with them, just leave them alone, all right? Look at that. Beautiful. And there it is. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you guys later.